Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine and an old dirt road, and you're ready to go if you want to. All right. Hey, thanks everybody for joining us today. Live Music Nation podcast, Pumpkin Patch Edition. We are with Addison Eckels. Addison has the Big Bear Pumpkin Patch. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Addison, thanks for joining us. Give us a little background on you, where you grew up, and talk a little bit about your family and your career.
Okay. So I'm from the Otterville, Missouri area. Met my husband, and he has lived lifelong over in Hughesville, which is just right north of Sedalia, Missouri, where they hold the state fair.
Okay.
They have lived in and around that property where the pumpkin patch is now located for about 50. Well, my father-in-law has lived there lifelong, but they in the exact area where our pumpkin patch is, it's been about 50 some odd years. And we just decided to do this a couple of years ago, and we are just absolutely loving it. It's a lot of fun. So.
All right. To the listener that's never been there, they're going to make some travel plans. They want to go to new places. So 3 questions that are going to help them out. What does it look like? What does it smell like, meaning foods? What does it sound like, meaning activities, things going on?
Okay. So we're kind of small, and we pride ourselves on that. Actually, there's a lot of giant pumpkin patches out there that are lovely, but we kind of like that mom and pop town shop feel.
Sure.
So when you show up, you're getting a lot of fresh air. Of course, it's on the farm. You're getting a lot of fresh air. We've got cows nearby, so you might get some bad smells from those cows every once in a while. But to me, that is just a homey smell. It just brings me joy. I know I'm close to home whenever I smell that. We have our concession stand that we run ourselves, where we do hot dogs and popcorn, and my husband will tell us, every once in a while, just make a couple of batches of popcorn, because they'll come running over. You smell that. We have a little candy stand. What it looks like, it's about 2 acres of our pumpkins, and then you see the corn maze in the back. We've got some big slides that go down into a corn pit. You see all the fun. It's all right up front, and it's really fun to watch, because the parents are, while they're getting out of their cars, they're a little frustrated with their kids because they're so excited and they want to run off immediately and go play, but they pay to get in and things like that. So there's smell, look. What was the other one?
Activities. What's it sound like? What are you going to hear?
Okay, well, we don't have music. People have said they kind of like the quietness at this point, so we haven't brought that out. We were thinking about doing that. It just hasn't been something that we have done yet, but you hear laughter. That's what you hear. You hear the fun that all the kids and the parents are having, and I don't know how many times the parents have said, I wasn't expecting this to be fun for me as well.
Yeah.
And they're enjoying everything that the kids can do. They can do our zip line. They can do the slides down into the corn pit. We have giant and it's a lot of fun when you see grandparents going down the slides holding their grandkids, and it's just a lot of fun. You hear a lot of laughter and a lot of joy.
Your role in this, what is the reward for you in all this? It's a lot of work. It's a lot of time. Where does the reward come for you?
Well, it definitely is a lot of work. And I will just say, my father-in-law and I, his name is Shorty Eckels, we are co-owners of our patch. I had just gotten this idea a while ago, and then randomly when COVID hit, we had that opportunity to grow some pumpkins, and, we just take joy. I tell you what, I go and I walk my patch every single day. I look at the pumpkins, I look at the gourds and the flowers, just seeing how much something can grow from one day to the next day. And then I have a full-time job as well, but what I tell people in that job is I want to bring joy. I want to bring some positivity to you. And so by getting to do that for the kids and for the families, and to share in the memories that these people get to create, seeing people that come from they don't come from all over because, like I said, we're small, but there are locals, there are ones that support the small businesses and they come back each year. This is our third year, and we've gotten them to come back every year, and they just love how we grow each year. We add a little bit more to it. So just seeing the kids that come at the age of 1 and then, they're just growing each year, and they stand next to our big bear. If you can see it on my shirt, we have bear, and they stand next to it, and it's just really fun just to see them kind of grow as the years go on. So
very cool, very cool. Talk about the impact this has for your community and the reach that it establishes.
So we're, of course, like I said, just kind of starting. This is just year 3 for us, but just bringing in different options. Sedalia it's big in the fact that we have the state fair, and that draws in a lot of people. But after that, there's options, but there's not a lot of fun things that the kids can do, especially as we're getting into the colder months and things like that. So, it's just that extra option. There was another pumpkin patch around, and they recently had closed. And so we got some of that business, I just, again, like I said, it just brings that positivity that some of the kids, Carolyn and I were talking just a little bit ago, some of the kids that live in town, they don't know what growing a pumpkin is. They don't know what growing corn is. And so there's options to provide those teachable moments, teaching the kids what, this is where a pumpkin comes from.
Right.
Versus a seed.
Yeah.
It's this big in just a few short months. And so I think that's always fun, just to be able to do that for our youth, and for even adults sometimes don't know really. So
that's perfect. That's perfect. Very good. Okay, great. You did a good job answering those 3 questions. I think people are going to be intrigued. The name of your pumpkin patch is fantastic. So I think people are always going to drive by and want to be a part of that, take that picture.
Yes.
That's huge. Okay. I am in live music and live entertainment. So I just like to ask this question to survey. And the survey is this: what is the best concert you've ever been to your entire life?
Oh man, that's an excellent question. I haven't been to many, unfortunately, but I would have to say it was my very first concert, and it was at the Mo State Fair. It was Lone Star and Sarah Evans. They played together, and we had those grandstand seats, but hey, we were loving every second of it. I was probably 17, 18. Since then, I'm a country music lover. Been to Rascal Flats as well, which was phenomenal.
There you go. There you go. Okay, dead or alive, you could bring one musical act to your farm. Who would you bring?
Oh, I have to go with Garth Brooks.
Okay, that would be awesome. A Garth Brooks pumpkin patch performance would be fantastic.
You have that connection, right? You can
absolutely. I'm sure we just got to sell him on the idea, Absolutely. Trish will come out and have her cooking show on site. Hey. There's your sell right there.
There's your sell. The fresh gourds that you can, zucchinis, tomatoes, we got all that. So.
Yeah, there's your sell. Trish is your way in, the food, and then Garth just tags along. Yeah.
You give me that contact.
That's perfect. Perfect. We'll do that. Best way for people to find out more, Addison, about the farm and the pumpkin patch?
We, of course, have a Google page. You can just Google Big Bear Pumpkin Patch or Pumpkin Patches near Sedalia, and that comes up. Our Facebook page as well. That's where I do a lot of my communication. It's easier. You can post the photos. Videos go live, things like that. And of course, you just type in Big Bear Pumpkin Patch. I think it's LLC, and it'll come right up. And please like and follow and share. I just created an event for our opening weekend, which is September 30th and October 1st.
Okay.
So we'd love to have people join us. We'd like to get to meet everybody.
Absolutely, absolutely. Very good. All right, Addison, thanks for being on with us. I appreciate it.
Thank you. I really appreciate this opportunity.
You bet. Well, baby, I'm on it with a bottle of wine and an old dirt road. He's ready to go if you want to.